What's up? What's up, fight fans? What's going on out there, man? Main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Thought I'd get up on here for a quick chat. You know what I'm saying? Got a little time. Thought I'd get on here, man, on the end of week on some good boxing talk. You know what I mean? Besides what we're down on, we talking boxing. On my last episode, I had technical connecting difficulties or whatever. So, it kind of went out midstream while we were in the middle of our conversation. We got a good amount covered, but of course I couldn't really bring that whole topic all the way around and stuff. So I thought I'd just get on here, man, and just get up a quick rap. What up, Ray Bands? I see you in the building, man. Hopefully my sound clear out there, Joe. Doing this on the mic, you know what I'm saying? Ray Bands, let me know what the sound sounding like out there. Anybody, everything sounding good? Let me know. Ray Bands say, bro, my son got accepted for the boxing academy. Congratulations, homie. Congratulations, man. That's it, man. First step, man. First step right there, man. That's the beginning right there for a nice long journey, man. That's going to hopefully go all the way to the top, man. Congratulations on that, Ray Brands. Congratulations, man. I appreciate it. That sound good. For sure, man. But yeah, I wanted to just pick back up where we left off at in that last particular episode, talking about this PBC belt, man. And I didn't get a chance to get my point all the way across. So as we was going off in that episode, I had asked the question, man, about why doesn't the PBC recognize the WBO, Supreme Beast Boxing, in the building? What's up, fam? What's up with you? What's going on? Salute to you, Cadillac Red and the boys. Salute, man. I got your message and I'm gonna hit you up, fam, for sure. But I'm wondering about this PBC belt, right? So as I was going off in that last particular episode, I asked the question. I said, why doesn't the PBC recognize the WBO belt? Everybody, I seen some talk about it, but I didn't get really too much into it. I didn't look too much into it, but I heard, some chatter about, the PBC didn't want to recognize the WBO belt. And I seen Trail Boxing Talk, salute to the Trail. He put in the comment section as we was going off that the reason is because the WBO doesn't rank none of the PBC fighters, which made me go back and look into it like, oh, I didn't really think about that. You know what I'm saying? Let me check this out for myself. Went through all the boxing rankings just to see how many PBC fighters are ranked in the WBO and the different. And I only really found Andy Ruiz, given that he's the champion at heavyweight, right? Other than that, it ain't really nobody. I mean, you had sporadic little names here and there, like Sergey Lipinets, who was ranked damn far away from the champion. You had dudes like Yuriorkis Gamboa, who was like 10th, far away from Vasil Lomachenko. No chance in hell on making that fight or getting that fight. You did, you know what I'm saying? So it is, I'm like, man, nah, man, that ain't even cool. I didn't even realize that the WBO didn't give proper respect to PBC fighters that way. So that's why maybe PBC is taking that position. But my deal is, man, look, I don't care. Look, I don't want no obstacles impeding fights. That's just my whole goal as a boxing fan. I don't want to hear about nothing about, oh, well, this happened and now this new rule or that new rule. Anything that's going to impede fights, I don't want to hear about it. I can understand PBC's frustration, and I don't know the real reason why the sanctioning bodies ain't registering the PBC fighters. It could be that they ain't just not signing up. I don't know. They not enrolling with the WBO. I don't know. Straight drop in the building. What's up, man? Thank you, Al Heyman, all day. You know what I'm saying? Lost one in the building. Yo, man, what you think? Come on, it's stupid. Too many belts. So we going to fix it by making another. They don't want to fix nothing. Just want cash all day. We going to get to that, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, so my deal is I don't want nothing impeding fights. And so even though the PBC might be a little upset or whatever the case may be, I don't want them really severing ties with the WBO if there's other champions or other fighters in that ranking system that I want to see fight your fighters. I mean, if you look around at different weight classes, you might want to see other fighters get into those ranks. I mean, you don't want to say, oh, we just, you're going to have to drop your WBO in order to make this fight with this fight. That's stupid type talk. We don't want to hear nothing like that. And this, and even though this situation with this PBC belt ain't nothing really real. I mean, this is talk coming from a Fox executive. We all know the reason why everybody talking about this. Even though, just to show their mindset that they willing to do this, make something, a belt like this with, I don't understand the purposes. It's only one purpose is that boxing fans interpreting it, and that's in-house fights. I mean, like I said before, I don't want the PBC shutting off no avenues nowhere. If Crawford got to face one of the other welterweights, whether it be Earl Spence, he got the WBC unification fight. We don't need no type talk, nothing coming in between, because Crawford's the WBO champion. Now, even you go back to you gotta remember, man, even Al Haymon, they've played with this WBO title in the past themselves. Bro, you think about when Floyd fought Manny, right? Manny had the WBO title. And it was said at the time that it was agreed upon that Floyd would get that belt back to Manny Pacquiao if he took it from Manny Pacquiao. Like, it was a Top Rank. It was worked out between Floyd and Top Rank. That was already in place. They didn't really want the belt from the jump. So they never really cared about the WBO. I mean, maybe it has a lot to do with stuff like that. They've always had a rocky relationship with the WBO. I don't want them to stop. Like I said, I don't want them to impede fights because of their beef about it. If they don't want to put fighters in their ranking system to pursue the fight in the WBO rankings, I'm cool with that. But if a fight comes up that involves a WBO fighter that has to fight a PBC champion of whatever sanctioning body, we don't need nothing coming in between that right there. You hear me though? Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Supreme Beast Boxing says WBO testified against Al Haymon for Bob Arum. Oh, okay. That's more insight. See, I ain't know nothing about all this right here. It's bad blood. It seemed like bad blood, legal blood in the whole nine. But like I said before, man, I can't still have nobody impeding nothing. This suit stuff can't impede fights, bro. Like I can't have this stopping a Terrence Crawford versus an Earl Spence. I can't have that. You did. I can't have this stopping a Deontay Wilder versus, Andy Ruiz, or whether it be an Anthony Joshua, because I had a WB and somebody got to drop a belt because, you know what I'm saying? We don't want that type of energy. And I mean, damn, for them to stand with Bob Arum, which we know the Bob Arum and WBO relationship, PBC fully aware of that. I still don't want them impeding fights. The WBO is aligned with Top Rank and Golden Boy all day. Muhammad Hamatola in the building. Yeah, we know that. But at the end of the day, do you want that impeding fights? That's crystal. They down with Top Rank. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that didn't stop Floyd and Manny. And then as long as it don't stop fights, let PBC keep their position of we ain't messing with them. Only if something coming out lap, where if it's a big fight, we got to make it happen. I can rock with that. But but don't stop it. You know what I'm saying? And why says PBC needs to do a tournament in every weight division. That would be a game changer. Now, that's more some in-house type talk. Like, nah, bro, I don't want nothing where you lock. Look, I'm not a stranger to boxing to not understand that there's a lot of in-house stuff already going on. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about this PBC belt, once again, as I was speaking about and we talking boxing, I don't understand the meaning of this other than to have these fighters pursue that belt, and this is going to all be done in-house. How does this help progress boxing? Now, don't get me wrong. People might say, oh, PBC, they got this stable. Their stable is this. They got the best stable in boxing, which is arguable. They have good stables at certain weight classes. They don't totally dominate boxing. PBC doesn't totally dominate boxing. And there's a lot of other fights that I would like to see a lot of crossover work happen with PBC fighters in different weight classes. You know, so it's I mean, look, you think PBC, okay, they run welterweight. They don't run 160. They don't run 135. They don't run 140. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, if you put this PBC belt into the mix, what stops Top Rank and Golden Boy or DAZN from saying we want 1-2? What does this do to boxing? I don't care what it does to the sanctioning bodies. I'm talking about what does it do for us fights and what does it do to boxing? Fuck what it do to sanction. But I don't care if it make them go broke, whatever. What they doing in boxing. I mean, I'm more so concerned about like, so does Crawford have to go to PBC to fight a PBC fighter for the PBC belt? Or is a fighter will how does the I don't know. I ain't even gonna wreck my brains trying to figure out how it works. They got more explaining to do if they decide to go this route. But I think it's a dangerous precedent to set in boxing. I don't like the whole feel of it, man. It's just too much in-house involved with this. You know what I'm saying? My brother Monty Brown TV in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? Salute to you, man. Monty doing it big over there. Monty, you doing it. Keep it up with all the great interviews, man. Been going down on your channel, man. Salute, man. Salute to you, man. Glad to have you in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? All day. If you want to get on, bro, let me know. I got a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me. Salute to this room. We all family here. We rocking for a while now. All day, Ray-Bans. You know what it is. Yeah. Yeah, man. And we stay consistent with it, man. All good boxing talk, man. I support. I give thanks to all the supporters of this channel. Always know that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this PBC belt though, man, it give me a bad feeling. I just need to know, maybe have more explaining it. Maybe they got to have more explaining with this right here, because it's just fans are going to perceive it as too much talking about in-house fights in a time where we trying to break the mold on in-house fights. You know what I'm saying? We want to see, like I said, Crawford versus Spence, and we want to see with no obstacles and political bullshit. We want to see that. We don't need belts coming into something that, oh, well, if you ain't fighting for the PBC belt, then nah, I ain't fighting you. If you got to come on over here to PBC, we don't want, man, that will just tear boxing apart. And while Jefferson says, I agree with your position of nothing getting in the way of fights, but do you really think that Top Rank, DAZN, and Golden Boy is going to work with PBC? No. I mean, will they? Yeah, I mean, there's in faint possibilities. I ain't gonna say totally no. In certain possibilities, in certain situations, it already in boxing, man, every situation is almost different. It's different positions where certain fighters need titles more desperately than others. Certain other fighters need shots more desperately than others. So, I mean, I think but if you put an extra belt in the mix, it just gives it another reason to say why it won't happen. But do I think, I mean, you think Top Rank has already been working with DAZN? That's already going down. Top Rank has already been working with Golden Boy. That's already going down. PBC has worked with Top Rank. They've all doing it in subtle ways. We want them to do more of it, but they doing it in subtle ways. But adding a belt to it would make it just more harder to make it get done. You know what I'm saying? Lost One says exactly 50 years time, there will be 54 belts. Man, exactly. And then how many weight classes they talking about if they would want to do this in every weight class? Add a PBC belt in. How many more belts in boxing that is? We don't need it. We don't need it, cuz. We don't need it, man. I don't think it's right, man. And like I said, to see PBC's mindset based on this right here. Why is they having this type of mindset, thinking that, oh, we just, yeah, okay, we mad at whatever's going on, they ain't going their way, whatever sanction about, so we're gonna create a belt. And we're just gonna put our fighters to make our fighters fight. Who the hell else gonna fight for a PBC belt other than a PBC fighter? Ain't nobody else gonna fight for no damn PBC belt other than a PBC fighter, which means you gotta be with PBC. It's a no-go, bro. I can't support it. I can't support it. Somebody gotta convince me enough to tell me where's the upside in having another belt in boxing. I just nah. Man, for Buck says ain't nobody recognizing that belt, man. I ain't recognizing that belt. Like I said, and I hope it just don't lead to a bad precedence, bro. Man, do you know what this would look like at a Top Rank or a DAZN belt or whatever else type belt? Man, hell nah. Hell to the nah, bro. Not feeling it whatsoever. P. New in the super chat. Salute to you, fam. Much love to you, man. Much love, main man. An update on Spence. Yeah, I heard the talk. You know, I've been having a red light on Spence, man, on the channel, man, as of late, because, bro, I got to hear something from Earl, bro. That's the only way I can speak on it and feel confident really speaking on it, man. All this, even with everybody talking about now, is still hearsay from somebody else. Like, that ain't from Earl. That's from somebody else, bro. Until I hear something and see something, everybody keep talking about, oh, he coming back in the spring. We'll see. I don't know when. I don't know until Earl puts something out there. It's only time I'm really confidently speak on it. You dig? And that's just how I've been playing it. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully a speedy recovery once again. And when he come back, I got a whole gang of shit and a whole load of things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get to it all day. You know what I'm saying? Renee Box Young in the building. What's up, fam? Chin Smoke. I can't pronounce that, homie. I ain't even gonna try, but I got you. You know what I'm saying? And Chin Smoke. Hope you picked that up right there, man. But yeah, man, this PBC belt, man, in-house fights, the mindset, man, I'm not feeling none of that, man. I'm not feeling none of that. None of that. None of that, bro. Nah, man. Nah, P. Newell, we ain't going for it, homie. Anwar says the PBC belt is PBC's answer to the sanctioning bodies franchise belt. But I agree with you. It's way too many belts. We don't need another one. I mean, but as for the franchise belt, they're offered at the PBC fighters also. They ain't got no man. Look, if Wilder probably didn't come out with that position that he took, like, I don't want your little stinking ass belt, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe they would have offered it to him. You know what I'm saying? But nah, but the fact is they don't care if it's PBC or whether it's the zone or Top Rank or whoever. They will get that franchise belt to whoever they see is profitable. That's the WBC move. They see Wilder making, if they see he's profitable, we want them. Look, man, here go to Frank. You can't lose this belt right here. They see him as making money, they're gonna put him on. It don't matter if it's a PBC fighter. You know what I mean? So, man, but they ain't gotta ask, they don't have to make no answer to no franchise belt. Nah, bro. If they don't want the belt, they refuse the belt and keep it pushing. And they just keep doing what they doing and keep getting their message out to the fans that look, we got real belts. We ain't walking around with mythical belts. We ain't walking around with puff smoke belts, fake ass belts. We running around with the real belts. I don't like them. I don't want them people's, man. Nah, man. They don't need to be making belts in response to other belts. Fuck nah, bro. No. Renee Box Young says, yeah, I feel your opinion, big man. I haven't paid much attention on this whole PBC belt thing, man. Yeah, man. It's nothing good. I'm searching for the good. Yeah, man. I think I'm back, man. Got kicked out of my stream, man. I think they kicked me out for a second, but I'm back. Hopefully everything clear out there. I got Ronnie Boy Fresh in the building. What's up, fam? Sitting here talking about this PBC belt, man. Trying to see what's up, man. You know, man, how you feeling about this situation, homie? Let me know, man. Hey, lost one mythical belts. Yeah, man. Like these joints, that's what I say, man. PBC, that's all they need to do. That's all they need to do, man, is be happy that they got the real belts and not them puff ass, smoke ass belts, man. You know what I'm saying? All day. Monty said send the link. All right, shoot the link to you, homie. Hold on for a minute. Let me see. Let me get this right. I know I got your Gmail, Mo. Give me a second, fight fans. I'm just trying to get the homie Monty up here, man. Want me to send it to your Gmail, Monty? Where you want me to put it at? Matter of fact, you know, salute to P New in the super chat. Salute, fam. Main man, them puff smoke belts. They can't bring that here on this platform at all. You hear me though? At all. Man, if it rains too hard outside, P New, them Jones gonna melt away, bro. Them Jones, man, them Jones fake, man. Them Jones got chocolate on the inside of them, man. Them Jones fake. Hey, Monty, I'm just gonna put the link right here, man. Go ahead, just click the link and come on in, man. I'm gonna do it that way, so I ain't gotta look you all up and all that. Just hit that link right there. Come on in, homeboy. You did. Come on, let me know. This is my first time doing it on this type platform, like I told y'all. So I'm trying to get better with it before I think about going unlocking the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what it is. But these belts, man, these belts is fluke, man. That's a fugazi idea. It's lazy. You know what I'm saying? Look, just stay doing what you doing, man. Keep these fighters, man, fighting each other, man. We ain't got to worry about none of this, man. Ronnie Boy Fresh says PBC Joker's not fighting other champions anyway. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I get it, but don't put no obstacles up. Don't put no more obstacles up to say this is another reason why they ain't fighting nobody. You know what I mean? And they all gunning for whatever prize is attached to having this PBC belt. They all running towards that. We don't even know what that may be. Hopefully they probably, knowing them, man, PBC, we gonna put, you get this belt, man, we gonna throw you an extra $2 million or something on the back end, whatever. You know what I mean? Who knows? It makes some type of incentive for them to all want to fight for that belt. Man, I don't like it. I just don't like the whole notion of it. I don't like nothing about it, man. I don't like any sort of ideas about it at all. You know what I'm saying? Last one says, that's crazy talk, Ron Boy. Might as well create their own sport. Man, we don't want to do no more monopolizing. No more monopolizing in boxing, bro. I need no borders as much as possible. Nah, man. Well, so how would this look if they get a DAZN belt and they attach a fat bag of money to that belt? How many people? I mean, how was it? You of course these companies will sell it to the notion to you. We'll attract the best fighters and we'll put them all against each other for this belt. Everybody will want to come and fight for our belt. Our belt is better than their belt. It'll turn into some WWE type shit. Like, remember, like they had the NWO belt, then they had the I don't know, what was it? The WWE belt. I don't know. They had all kind of belts, but for each faction. Man, we ain't doing that. Nah, man, we not doing that, bro. I'm not feeling that idea. Nah, none at all. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Tola say the PBC belt is not going to work out as long as there's a champion or a hot contender outside of the PBC. And that's another deal. Exactly. And I don't even want the PBC fighters to not have the ability to fight other fighters. Not so much as even fighters not having the ability to fight them. I don't want them to not have the ability, if they want to go after other fighters outside of the PBC, there ain't no particular belt locking them in. And if they get beat, like say you got, say Earl Spencer's the WBC champion, Terrence is the WBO champion, right? They go a unification fight. Let's say, okay, he loses his WBC time. Does he lose the PBC belt as well? Is that gone too? And then, because it wouldn't look right, he would keep that belt, but he didn't lose to a PBC fighter. So how would that work? Is it vacated? And then everybody else fight for the vacated PBC belt? It's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna have to be explained, man. But all of this, like I said, putting a brand name on the belt, bro. Man, that shit corny, bro. That shit corny as shit. I got money. Hold on, money. I see. There you go. You see me right there, homie? You in there, Mo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, what's up, homie? What's been good with you, man?
Man, what's going down, big bro? Chilling.
Man, glad to have you with me, man. Hey, man, you over there killing the game right now. I see you. You know.
Yeah, man. You know, I told you I had them chicks, but I always said I had the fighters, bro. I just wanted the platform to meet the criteria. You know, I ain't want to just bring on the fighters and don't have, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
two motherfuckers sitting in the chat room, but man, I had these things been locked and loaded, man. You know.
Yeah, man, you looking like the plug out here, man. You out here putting them all on, man. Yeah, Tevin on there the other day, man. I had to get it too back and forth in the comments with your boy Tevin, man. I had to let him know, man. Gary ain't to be played with out here, Joe.
You know Tevin gonna talk that shit, then. But I want to see that though. He said that fight can be made. We gonna see if it can be made, bro, because that's a hell of a fight too. Tevin and Gary. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fight.
Yeah, I hope it get made, man. But like I told you, man, Tevin got to lose that. But you gotta lose that, man.
That's why I say I felt the man, because when you had said, you said, hold on, what you say? You said they offered him. No, you said they offer. Wait a minute, because you had I think you had it wrong, bro.
They offered. Tevin said they. Well, I didn't say. I told them the offer that came from Ella B and their side, and I didn't mention the DAZN one.
You know, that's who offered them 7. See, Eddie Hearn offered Tank 7. And
Mm-hmm.
with Tank getting 7, Tevin get 4. Then
Mm-hmm.
Eddie came back, said he was like, fuck it. The farthest I go with Tank was 10. And he said if he get 10, then Tevin have to come around 10 or 6. You know what I'm saying? So what
Mm-hmm.
Tevin think was, I'm not gonna take the 2 from y'all, and we offering the most money over here. Like shit, cause you gotta think about it. I kind of feel him. You gonna leave 4 or almost $2 to $3 million on the table. It's like, nah, fuck that, bro. And as bad as we want to fight, us as fight fans, he was saying it's the business of it. So for him being a fighter, he's saying, man, I got 5 or 4 million over here guaranteed, and over there only got 2 million. You know how they ass get taxed. So it's like, man, before I
But
do
my
that shit,
deal,
I just stick it over here.
but Monty, he can't. Sometimes you just can't dictate to the like if the other side is the ones that's bringing all of this cash and attention. I mean, we know how boxing is, man. At the end of the day, it's like okay, you in an opposite situation now where you can move. And if this is what they want, just look, this is what it is. This is what the situation is. Do you have anything else better to match this? Or do
Right.
you go and just sit back and keep on doing nothing about it? You know what I mean? I'm saying he could have took that too and went after going for the he's way up down, he can beat Tank. Then
Yeah.
beat him, get that belt, and go back to the zone and renegotiate an even better deal.
But the thing was, in my opinion, he's not going to beat Tank. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I feel. I
Well,
let him
then
know
that's something
already.
that he must feel like he
Yeah,
feel like he ain't
exactly. To
gonna
get
beat
the
him.
biggest bang for your buck. It's like a fighter can fix their mouth to say any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Earl said he was gonna knock out Porter. So they can fix their mouth to say anything. It's to the point where they know their risk there, bro. And he like, if I go over here and get my ass knocked out and I only take the 2 million, then I come back with 800,000. Now my shit still go down because I got to go fight these lesser opponents. And for you just taking 800 for your biggest thing, if he was saying like, you go take this for less, because I'm quite sure in his head, you know what I'm saying, that doubt there, the doubt there. So it's like
Well,
shit.
is there
Before I go out
anybody
here,
else he gonna make that type of money with?
shit.
Anyway, is there anybody else? He gonna make that 800,000 with? He gonna make that meal with? Whatever. My deal is he could have probably tweaked a little something, something. It had to be some money left on it, somewhere to tweak, somewhere to turn. I'm just saying, man. I understand his position. Like, look, man, I it's the biggest fight that's out there. I need to be getting more
Uh-huh.
for. You know what I'm saying? But you got no other. What else you got? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing else. You
Yep.
took 2 mil for 4 fights.
And but you gotta look at this point too. He took the 2 for the 4, and he had the last stand of it. So you know how, man, these fighters when they're in this type of position, bro, they
Yeah,
business minded. So it's like, all right, I just did that for 2 million. So he's looking at it like my stock has risen. You know what I'm saying? My stock has risen. And I understand what you're saying. This one fight, like I said, I would have took the shit, but at the same time, in this position, being a champion, the stock has risen, especially that they go like fighters smart, bro. They like Tevin know him and Tank go generate. That bitch is go generate, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? For Tank to get 10 or even for Tank to get 7 on Mayweather end, it's like, man, for them to get that motherfucker 7, they still pulling in. You know what I'm saying? So from my standpoint, we like damn right we'll take the 2. But from his standpoint, being in the game, doing what he doing, and seeing what's really going on, not like we ain't seeing what's going on, but when they behind the scenes and they seeing the money and they talking to their teams and they figuring this shit out, it's like, man, nah, we ain't gonna take the risk. And I understand what you're saying, because who else you go generate the money with? So he looking at it like, shit, I got paper, I got my businesses going. Why not? Why go take that when I can? You know what I'm saying? If I might have to fight 3 fights or maybe 3 times a year again to make that same 2. But at the same time, would it be a lower risk, or would another fight pop up to where you can get some big money? You know what I'm saying? So that's how the
Mm,
fighters be thinking, bro. That's
man,
how they be
well,
thinking.
Muhammad told us say Tank is the rightful holder of Twitter belt. If you ask me, yeah, man. I mean, that's what. Hey, we all agree to that. I don't deny that one bit at all. Tank he the Twitter champion of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this Tevin Farmer fight right here, man, if he want to get in there with Gary, man, you don't understand, man. Gary bringing the market, man. Gary coming with the DMV, man. You dig? He got power in this town right here, man, and Gary gonna command a certain amount of money. You know, if he want to hopefully make this thing happen, I just hope that they can come to an agreement, man, and he don't come in there with the attitude like, look, man, I'm that dude. I'm the guy. I demand this. I'm the champion. You did. I hope, and I think Gary might be open to something from Eddie
Eddie
Hearn. You
Hearn,
know what I'm
I
saying? I
agree.
don't know.
Yeah, I think they can make it happen because I know Gary will come in demanding no 10 million. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
nothing like
once they
that.
looking at it like that, I'm quite sure they can make that happen with good money. And then you saying you want the fight. You know what I'm saying? Gary ain't said nothing about Tevin yet, but Tevin, you saying you want the fight, so get your
Yeah,
team and put
man.
the right offer on the table. Like that's why I say once you're not talking about 10 like that, and then you bringing up Gary Russell. But the thing is, bro, is Gary willing to take the fight as soon as he move up, or what he gonna do? You know what I'm
That's a good
saying? What he
question.
gonna do?
I mean, that's a very good question. I know Dirk Gary been talking about he want to go up and get that
From
WBC. You
Burchett,
know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. He said he want
Yeah,
Burchett first, so it's like
yeah. I
it's
mean,
gonna come down to that.
yeah, but he can still do a unification
All right,
fight.
no
You know
doubt,
what I'm
because
saying?
Tevin ain't going nowhere too quick. I
Yeah,
agree.
he
I
say
agree.
Tevin say he want unified before he move,
I
right? So
agree.
there it is.
Yeah, and then
We'll see.
Gary want to put his F in the best position to get the most money anyway. So him coming to the table just as Gary Russell, it won't be as much. But him come to the table as a WBC champion at 132 division world champion. Now we got to negotiate that paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, man. So what's good, man? What you think about this PBC belt, man? Let me know what you feeling about this, man.
Man, I thought the
It's
shit was a
crazy.
joke when I heard it. Like motherfuckers,
Yeah.
like I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. They ain't coming out like a fairy tale ass shit. I'm like, that shit ain't true. But when I seen this shit, I'm like, man, we trying to get rid of belts, not add belts, bro. You
Bro,
know what I'm
not
saying?
at all,
I
bro.
said that on 503 shit, and he was like, I agree. Like, why don't you agree? Because, bro, on the simple fact, we're trying to get rid of belts. Like, what the fuck? And it's just like you said, man, that's exactly my reason. I'm like, so what? They gonna have a PBC belt for every weight class when they don't even own every weight class? Like it's just too much confusion, bro. Like I said it like this: the franchise and the PBC, they should have been trinkets. Like, okay, for my PBC boys, all right, they fight
Nah,
each
man.
other.
Franchise
No,
shouldn't
no,
exist,
no,
bro.
no. Listen to me when I
Nah.
say, listen to me when I said trinkets. Not, I'm saying it should be trinkets for as okay, if you become unified. I mean, if you become the undisputed champion, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
WBC should be like, you know what? You get a franchise belt, not as in the game. It's just a belt for you to take home as a trinket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they be having little shit like it's a
They
gift. It
got
ain't
enough
no
trinkets. They got 1,000
no
trinkets in
no
boxing. It's just
exactly.
they got
But look,
cold trinkets. They got the other trinkets.
no,
They got trinkets. They got all kind of
yeah.
WBC trinkets, man. I
But my
don't need
thing
them.
is, man, yeah, I ain't saying make it like you got the belt and it's something. I'm just saying like, okay, just say for the PBC, if they fight, oh, Earl Spence, Sean Porter, or Earl Spence is okay, bam, you get a PBC belt. Like, okay, that's just something within a stable. No money coming behind it. Ain't no sanctuary. It's just something you can take home like a trophy. You know what I'm saying? But once you talking about bringing some in and adding it to the equation of boxing and saying, oh, we not gonna recognize the WO, but we gonna try to replace the bitch with the PBC belt, but with the PBC belt is not available for every fighter. You know, I ain't with it, bro. Like we trying to get rid of belts. We trying to get rid of the regular, the diamond, the intern. We trying to get rid of that shit and just have
Man,
4 belts. You know what I'm saying?
that's it,
WBC.
man. That's
So yeah,
all.
so I'm looking at this shit like I hope it don't get passed. I hope the shit don't fly. I want the franchise going too. I'm with you, but I'm just saying in general, if they was gonna make some shit like this, make
Mm-hmm.
this shit be like something like the Muhammad Ali trophy or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. You take it home, it look
Well,
good on your shelf.
put a tournament
Yeah,
together, then, man. And
yeah,
that's
some
another
shit like
thing. Like
that.
they could at least say, well, if we thinking about a PBC belt, there must be gonna be some sort of PBC tournament or something attached to the belt.
Right.
Like to say, hey, well, look, this is how it's gonna look. At least try to win. You know, try to even make it come out smooth. Like make people somewhat agree with it. Like, oh, well, they gonna put this fighter versus that fighter. If they break down a bracket system and say, well, the winner of the PBC belt is gonna be from this tournament,
Right.
then that might I don't, because I mean the World Boxing Super Series did it.
Like
You
I
did.
was just about to say, like the Muhammad Ali Trophy in the World Boxing Super Series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now something like that can be debated. That can be
Yeah.
arguable because
Because
you
it's
still
just a
putting the best
trinket.
versus the best.
Fact. And it's just a little trinket that they taking home. And once they win the bitch, that's the last time we heard about the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's all you want.
But do we still want the notion out there that okay, well, you still gotta be a PBC fighter? You know what I'm saying? In order to fight for this, that whole concept right there
Well, the
is what
concept
just ruins the whole thing to me. That you have to be
of
a
PBC
PBC
fighter.
fighter. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's what kills it.
Yeah, so it's like I'm against that shit 100%. I'm against the franchise. I'm against that shit. I'm against add any more belts in general. I don't give a fuck what side of the street is on, what sanction the body it is. I'm against all that shit, bro. We got enough belts as is. Like I say, we trying to get rid of them bitches, not bring more in, bro, because it just makes shit that much more confusing. Oh,
Yeah.
we got Earl Spence, the PBC champion. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
he's a WBA, the IBF, and a PBC champion. Like what the fuck, nigga?
That don't even sound right. You
Yeah,
hear me? Get that shit out of here, man. We don't want that shit,
yeah,
man.
man. Like.
That shit probably got chocolate underneath. That shit probably just wrapped up in aluminum or something. Fuck that dirty ass belt, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who making the motherfucker? How's it gonna look? Right.
Hey, exactly. You see the WBC though, they running like some little skirts. They still trying to attach themselves. They want to make sure they stay nice and close to PBC. You know what I'm saying? And they letting it be known like we ain't got no problem with it. Like they ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
That's the way to go cover up that franchise shit. They trying to find anything. Oh, okay. They made a PBC, so they trying to find anything to solidify that damn franchise title. So
yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But look, hey, what's up? Why I got you here, man? Charlo Harrison. You see the press conference?
Hell yeah. I put it on my Instagram.
What you think, man? What you think, man?
I look at it, bro, and I say this when I see two boxers talking shit, I say it's a stalemate. Now we know Jamel.
Stalemate.
Yeah, for Jamel, he just emotional ass dude. I'm saying like, okay, you talking shit, he talking. Let's like me and you talking shit against each other. I know you a manly man. I look at that shit as the hype behind it. Mm-hmm. So that's not like, man, I don't know what it is. I got away from the hype of boxing, bro. I don't know what I like. I used to watch every fucking press conference, watch every fight camp, all that shit. I just got away from the hype in boxing. I say my shit, but when I look at them going back and forth, I just see two dudes that don't like each other. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't see one that could be limited going into this fight.
I'm doing the show. Hold on. Say it again.
Nah, I would say you don't see one that's probably limited going into this fight. Like he might not be the same fighter.
No, this is the thing where I thought Charlo got better, right? Because I said, all right, going into the rematch right after losing, I felt like his head would have just been in a, I want to go get my shit back. He fighting wild. But I think from him having a fight in between with Cota, right? I felt like they got that shit out of the system. And seeing him doing PBC interviews and shit, like he commentate, seeing him at the little college football game, I think his head in the right place for his training and getting ready to go in. I just think when you get around Tony Harrison, you know, the emotions come out and you start doing that. But I think he be a different fighter in the ring. I don't think he go fight without his head in his fight. But
man, I think he got help. I think he got help going into this fight, Monty. I think, man, first he if they want an even playing field, I'm not confident in saying that he would have beat Harrison. If Harrison would have came back into this rematch as the same fighter in the first fight, I can't confidently sit here and say, so Harrison would have took that.
Is Harrison the same fighter going into the fight?
Exactly. Harrison now probably with his injury going into this fight and not getting it all the way prepared. I can't, bro. If he ain't the same mobile fighter, man, I can't give it to him, Mo.
I thought you were saying was Charlo the same fighter with his head. Oh no, listen, I said the same shit with Tony Harrison. I said like, man, do you come back after a year, bro? You know what I'm saying? You come back after a year, not knowing what the ankle gonna be like or whatever the situation is. Like I say, I don't think he faked the injury, me myself. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he faked the injury.
I ain't saying he faked the injury, but I'm just saying what Charlo talking about. At first, I ain't think it made no sense, man. But damn, I'm like, man, hold on, bro. He ain't get nothing done to the ankle, nothing.
Yeah. When he got to telling the story, I heard him like he was getting sarcastic and shit. But I felt like he had a badass swelling on the ankle. You know how your ankle go down? Mm-hmm. You know how you get a badass swelling? You be like, damn. You get an opinion from the doctor. You know, you get the surgery. This is just me speculating, y'all. You get the surgery. You have to, sit out for X amount, or you can let the swelling come down and you can wait and see how it feels. Sometimes you might have to get surgery, sometimes you don't. So he probably waited till the shit went down. I'm just speculating a little bit, bro.
I feel you, but he pushed the fight back. He pushed the fight back. Like he pushed the, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it wasn't all the way healed by then, like you saying, by him not doing nothing and going getting nothing. He felt like it was something short. It wasn't all the way ready by that point. But I mean, it's been now almost a year, about a year.
It's a year. They go
you know what I'm saying?
Like first, they fought on 22nd last year.
That's a long time for a swollen ass ankle, Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I ain't just saying
that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. And then that man Charlo took an interim fight and all that, man. Like, I'm just saying, man, something ain't right. And I ain't saying that with Charlo saying is right. He faked it in the whole nine. I'm just like, bro, just what he's saying making some sense.
Yeah, but I got Charlo in the fight regardless though. If he was if Tony Harrison was healthy, I still think he's a healthy fighter. Right now, I just think him being out for a year and coming back into the fight would be a little ring rust. But I still got Charlo winning.
Another thing, you're right. Being inactive for over a year and then coming back the first fight to Charlo, and you
who just came off a fight.
You do maybe, but you know what though? Being out of the ring that long, maybe his ankle totally healed right now.
Right.
Maybe he good enough to go 12 rounds. I mean, that's a long time to be out of the ring for an ankle injury.
And
You
only
know what I'm
lost
saying?
one game. Uh-huh.
So maybe
One.
he good to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ronnie Boy Fresh, say that Joker wasn't injured, Slim. He was pulling a ponytail Keith. Man, go ahead, man. Hey, go ahead, Joe. He say he was injured. He say, hey, that's what the man say. It just look a little shaky. I can't pick him going into this rematch knowing that he didn't do anything about that ankle, man. I mean, I'm just sorry, bro. I mean, it then first fight back, inactive, all that ring rust, like Monty said. I can't go with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't go with that at all. I can't go with that at all. P. Newell says Harrison hit Charlo with clean shots. Yeah, he did. But I gave it the first fight to Charlo. I gave the first fight to Charlo. I will admit. I thought Charlo, I didn't think Harrison did enough to take the belt away. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this on my prediction, bro. I gave it to Charlo the first fight, right? I went back and I watched that bitch over like thoroughly. I came up with the conclusion of a draw. I still thought Charlo should have kept his title, but I'm not mad at Tony Harrison getting the win because I seen where it could have went his way. You know what I'm saying? So at first I'm like, damn, man, I thought Charlo won that bitch. I ain't call it a robbery, but I clearly thought. Damn.
Hello?
Can you hear me, my man?
Yeah, I hear you now, Mo. I hear you.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I hear you. Hello? Mon. I don't know. I think I lost Monty, man. Well, it's all good, man. I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and close this out. Let me read a few comments anyway. But I'm gonna bring it back to this belt, man. I just want to say, man, I don't see the upside, man. Like I told people, man, I don't see the upside in this thing, man. And it just to me sets a bad precedent in boxing. I don't want to hear no more talk about it. I hope it goes away because it just, even in tournament style, like we just talked about, even in tournament style. Like it still doesn't make sense because somebody would still have to become a PBC fighter. You know what I mean? So it don't add up to me, man. It don't add up to me. Edward Stevens says, does it really matter if he fake or not? He is ready to fight now. I don't know who you're talking about. I wonder who you're talking about. Come back and let me know who you was talking about, Edward Stevens. Let me know. Ronnie Boy Fresh. PBC pushed the fight back. That rematch should have happened within 4 months. Tony got injured in the 5th month, Slim. Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, dang. So you saying he ain't even get injured? I thought this all, occurred in the training camp building up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, into the original date. You know what I mean? That's what he said. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I say, it looks shaky. They're not going to get no kind of treatment. The timing and the whole injury and everything like that. But being out of the ring a year, though, Ronnie Boy Fresh, you will have to admit that's a long time. And maybe his injury maybe his ankle might be all the way back. Maybe he got his mobility back. Maybe being out of the ring that long, but I mean, then taking Charlo in the first fight back. It's just, the odds to me, when you're thinking about betting on this fight, man, you got to factor all of that in, man. For real. P. Newell says, man, okay, Harrison lied, but Harrison is a counterpuncher. Yeah, he a counterpuncher. He need mobility. He need to move them feet. And if he can't, hey, it's a problem. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Harrison better hope they give him the PBC belt. Tony, Ronnie Boy Fresh says Tony don't want this rematch for real. Hey, man, he don't seem like he got no fear about going into this rematch. He seemed like he taking this joint face on, like he like it. Look, I ain't taking no interim fights, and you got to give him. I mean, I don't know how smart it is from a strategy standpoint to be out of the ring that long and not even come back to a touch and get some rounds in. But maybe he don't want to get no wear and tear on that ankle. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then hey, he feel like he ready now. He feel like stylistically, man, he can handle Charlo. He feel like he all in that man head. He feel like he got him on a leash. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he feeling. So I mean, who knows? Maybe the mental game will win. Right now, Charlo is looking mentally weak to me. If you ask me, I mean, still looking like he a little overreacting, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, P. Newell says no extra belts and no turtlenecks and no briefcases and no puff belts. No, none of that made up shit in our sport of boxing at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. Silver Salomo, I don't have a problem with PBC, their own belt. I just don't think it will be successful. It won't be, bro. Fans was gonna rip this shit apart, man. It's like, bro, it's gonna get ripped apart. They're going the only way they will be able to sell it to fans is to say, well, we doing a tournament where these fighters gonna have to fight for. It's the only way. It's the only way. But I don't want it, that shit, man. That shit, you gotta be a PBC fighter in order to do it. Nah, man. I got a problem with it, bro. Cause It's going to incentivize those fighters to fight each other even so much in-house. And we trying to prevent that whole in-house notion, man. You know what I'm saying? I want fighters across the street. I don't want belts or other rules being the obstacle of that, man. Not at all. No extra belts, no turtlenecks, no briefcases. You know what I'm saying? Edward Stevenson says I was speaking about Tony Harrison. Oh, okay, Tony Harrison. Okay, yeah. Well, you're right. Even if he faked it or not, then he ready to go now. Right. True talk. No excuses. No excuses. You know what I mean? If he start hobbling midway through that fight, man, people go, oh, well, you know, he lost because, you know, and it'll be a shame because if that happens, especially if he outboxing Charlo in the first half of that fight and then something happens, God forbid, an injury or something during that fight and he can't be the same Tony Harrison, damn, bro, the criticism always, and if Charlo beat him, oh, man, Charlo, man, he would have lost if boom, boom. That's why I'm like, man, it puts a dark stain on it, man. You know what I mean? But if he wasn't ready to go, and if it was so bad, why didn't he go get no professional help? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Logic United in the building. What's up, fam? What's going on, man? Just chopping it up about this PBC belt, man. What's your thoughts on this, man? You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on this? You got some time? You want to jump on for a minute? Let me know. Holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Charlo was a mental case. Easy work for Tony. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, yeah, but it ain't 100%. Ain't Tony. That ain't Tony the Tiger. You know what I'm saying? Or is it? Maybe I'm wrong. Look, take your mind, fight fans. All this remains to be seen. I could be wrong because a year out the ring is a long ass time, and I don't want to underestimate that. You know what I mean? I'm fully aware a year out of the ring is a long time, and he could be fully healed. Stylistically, that's the reason he think he could beat Charlo because of Charlo's aggression, of Charlo's mental weakness, and of Charlo's ability to want to show off and show his power and try to knock him out and headhunt and be so emotional where he's carrying that emotion in the fight and it's making him erratic, it's making him predictable. These are the reasons he felt like he can beat him. You know what I'm saying? And who knows, man? Maybe that ankle can hold up for 12 rounds. And if that's the case, well, that evens the fight out to me big time. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man says, I'm all for the PBC belt. I actually think Dana White has something to do with this, man. Look, and that'd be a shame. That'd be a shame because we don't want to see Dana White infiltrating boxing and doing it for the worst. Bro, man, I don't want to. Pac-Man, I don't understand why you down for it. Let me know why you down for it. Why you think this is a good thing? Don't you want to see Crawford versus Spence? Don't you want to see Wilder versus the other champions? And you don't want to see no belts getting in the way, right? Especially even with their beef with the WBO belt. Do you even want that getting in the way? You just want to see the fights. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Boy Fresh says PBC fanboys and the casuals don't care. They will love them belts. Man, nah, we ain't. I'm gonna be letting it be known, bro. I hope not, man. I hope not, bro. I hope not. I hope the masses don't be fooled by it, but who knows, man? Maybe so. Maybe you right. Ronnie Boy Fresh in the super chat. Salute, fam. Salute. Charlo walking that joker down in 7. Thanks for that love, homie. Much love to you, man. I hear that, man. 7. I'm telling you, that's where I'm going at with mine, bro. That's where I'm going at with mine. I think Charlo right now, like I said, even if you give him the mental weakness and all this, he gonna headhunt and Harrison's upper body movement is too good. And how do you gonna say all of that? What's going on in this fight? If that's the same Harrison, and that's what a lot of people ain't betting on. And I think I thought Charlo won the first fight, man. Harrison may step it up this rematch, but we'll see. We'll see. Muhammad Tola says, I think the idea behind PBC belt is in case Ruiz retains his belts, then they will have him face Wilder for the PBC belt, which will represent the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world as PBC. Yeah, well, I mean, whatever the plan may be for the belt, it still serves that doesn't even serve a good purpose. You shouldn't even be trying to crown nobody for a brand. At least the sanctioning bodies, you know, they working together. They don't mind unifications and this, that, and the third. If they want the PBC to be crowned as this, like this represents the undisputed champion, the golden champion in the box, that don't even make sense, Mo. We wouldn't even tolerate that if that was Top Rank. We wouldn't even tolerate that if that was Golden Boy, man, the Zone, none of that shit. It just sounds bad. It just sounds bad. Nothing should. I mean, it just sounds bad, bro. If you want to do it, if you want to be recognized as that one figure, that undisputed guy, just get all the belts. Just get all the belts. All right, don't act like that's hard to do. They just get the damn belts and do it that way. Just fighting for brands, nah. Now, if they want to recognize like something like that, like crown this undisputed golden fighter, this golden champion, if they want to do that, then make it so that they all can fight each other. You can't put it to a brand. Put it to the sport, like put it in a way that would take some probably a governmental body or something like that to get involved to do something like that, like to make that one, specific, to designate that one person as the number one pound for pound. We already got lineal, we got number one pound for pound, we got undisputed, we got many ways to determine that already. Truth be told, we don't really need no more. But if they're gonna do it, it's got to be something that can cross all lines. And nothing with a brand attached to it. I don't think that's just nah. Nah. P. Newell says, wow, that would be crazy. We can't let Dana White get in boxing. Not at all, bro. I mean, I don't know. Let me say this, though. Let me say this, P. Newell. If Dana think about getting in boxing, right, and figure out a way to, which I don't think he can do. I just don't see it. The foundations of boxing just too deep. But if he found a way to get in boxing and break down the promotional lines and the network, which, like I told you before, bro, I don't think no way near he can do it. I don't think one man has all that type power unless he's sitting at the top of Disney. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I don't, bro. I don't see him being able to do it. But his idea of wanting everybody to fight under one umbrella and everybody fighting everybody, regardless, everybody in the same weight class got to fight everybody because the promoters are not involved. Then you go in tournament style and things like that. Am I against those notions as a fan? Can't say I am. But I do want to see fighters get paid for their hard work, get paid, and even in that type of style of boxing, it would kind of short the fighters. Far as in pay-per-views and type of deals that they'll be able to set up, the endorsements and all of this type of stuff. Man, boxing will have a hand in everything. The UFC got a hand in everything that those fighters do. Everything. Bro, it wouldn't be boxing, and it's not their way. And they would, if Dana was to try to put that system in boxing, boxing will have a hand in everything that these fighters do. A little deal. So it could be good, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a lot of things. Everything in boxing, you drop it in the water, bro. It's like a pebble, man. It got ramifications around boxing. You gotta look at it from that standpoint too. But as a boxing fan, that formula, if they can figure out to make that formula profitable for the fighters, it would be the worst thing in the world. Because I don't want to see the fighters get short. You know what I'm saying? On their pay-per-view revenues and on all of the endorsement deals that they do on the side, and for the few endorsement deals that are actually in boxing. You dig? I don't want them, if they build their little stuff on the side that they got to pay the sport of boxing, or because they're all under one big tent. A lot of that shit will come with it, bro. A lot of that shit will come with it. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Line says, I feel you and I agree all day. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. That's what it's about, bro. We got to look out for them too, man. Coach Kennedy in the building. What's up, fam? What's up, man? Monty says, I'm in the background. Okay, all day, man. All day. Appreciate you sliding through, fam. Appreciate you sliding through, man. Muhammad told us, say people are mistaken in thinking that Charlo is mentally weak. I think he can't wait to put hands on Harrison, and until he does, his frustration is coming out. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, just the evidence that everybody use against him. It's there for the world to see. There's a reason people call him that. It ain't like I told people before. It ain't because of his upbringing and what he overcame in his life. All fighters have been through something. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to do with it. People call him mentally weak is because of how he talks, how he walks, how he responds, how he displays himself in the public. You know what I'm saying? That's why people call him mentally. What they see of him, what they read of him. You know what I mean? That's why they call him mentally weak. Bro, it plays out in fights. It played out in that Trout fight. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm mistaking it for anxiousness. Maybe it's just the anxious little dude. He's the anxious line. You know what I'm saying? He's the young anxious line. Maybe he's the anxious line. Maybe and he want to show so much, and he knows what he's got in him, and he just want to show it so bad. You gotta bottle it up, man. You gotta bottle it up, and he's raw. I ain't denying it. And he's talented. never say that Jamil Charlo wasn't talented. He's super talented. You know what I'm saying? Definitely talented. But what makes him so beatable is his mindset and how he approaches these fights. And with all of that emotion bottled up, and you know what I'm saying, it makes him less of a lesser fighter. He could be a much better fighter if he could just conquer that, man. And maybe that'll come with time. Who knows? Maybe that'll come with him maturing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man says Dana White is not thinking about anything. He has already built a facility for boxers and will announce it by the end of this quarter. Oh, okay. Well, let him make the moves. He got a mean power structure to break down, Mo. He got a mean power structure to break down. Let him go. It's going to take, and he got relationships with them all. Oscar, regardless of whatever y'all see about him and Oscar in the public, relationships with Oscar. He got relationships with Bob Arum. He got relationships with the heads of the zone. He got relationships everywhere, all around boxing, without a doubt. But to break those institutions down to say he coming in with his formula, he coming in as a promoter, just like a lot of people attempted to be promoters in boxing. He ain't coming in changing no formulas in boxing. Hell to the nah. It's just too deep right now. He gonna have to get in there and feel his way around, and it's gonna take years. Years. Look at Eddie Hearn. Come on, man. This shit a different beast than what the UFC is, man. And if he think, I mean, listening to the way he talk, he be talking like he want to just bring that model on over to boxing. All right. Sound good. Sound real good, bro. Sound real good. Dana White, Pino says Dana White money has to have his money up. Then it might work. And I know he got a lot of money behind him. I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware of the whole deal that just went down, you know, with the UFC. He got a lot of money behind him. And that's a good start. But still, it's more to go, bro. You talking relationships. Talking real deep relationships, man. They go back decades. You talking deals behind closed doors that we don't know nothing about. It's a lot entrenched in boxing. And to break it down, it's going to take a super amount of money and a super amount of influence. But we talking the head of corporations. It's going to take, man, it's going to take something big. And I don't know if Dana got that type juice. You know what I'm saying? Leave the politicians out of it. They better do it on their own terms. Leave Uncle Sam out of it, yeah? Well, if you want to leave the government out of it, then how you can't trust it up to these brands. It's going to have to be something. The states then something. The state's going to have to be involved. You can't trust these brands. These brands are in for profit. These brands are in to corner markets and to lock other entities out of markets. You can't leave belts up to brands, man. Can't do it. Just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man says with the UFC, everybody eats. With boxing, only a few people eat. All right, hey, I ain't denying that. We'll see. Hey, look, I got to believe it to see it, man. I got to believe it to see it. You say everybody eats in the UFC. That ain't what I hear. I hear a lot of those dudes over there don't do too well. And the UFC ain't making nowhere near the amounts of money that boxing is making. You dig? And that's one of the things that Dana White is against. Dana White is not for boxers to make an astronomical amounts of money. That's something he talks against. And that's something that the UFC fighters can only dream of, the amount of money that boxers make, especially the top high-profile boxers. Bro, even a lot of the B-level boxers make more than the top UFC dudes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Like, yeah, they eat, but nothing like what boxers do. You know what I'm saying? And Dana will come in with the mindset that we're going to have to pull that, we're going to have to rein that in a little bit. If you put everybody, when you monopolizing shit, you can do that. And that's his whole idea. You know what I'm saying? That's his whole idea. You did? Coach Kennedy say, yo, main man, B-side Charlo will be putting Harrison to sleep. Yeah, he will. I mean, hey, we'll see. He will. I think so. I give him the edge going into this rematch. I do, man. I just do. We'll see. But like I say, man, people seeing these cracks in his mental, and people gonna pick against him for that sake right there. They seeing these cracks. They seeing the same Charlo from the first fight. They seeing the same Charlo. They don't believe he learned nothing. You dig? He's still preaching that he think he won that fight. He don't believe probably he got to change nothing. That's not a good a good mindset to go. He got to know it. The certain adjustments do have to be made. And most importantly, I got to control my motherfucking emotions. You did. Muhammad told her Dana White better not be coming with them UFC paychecks or nobody gonna rock with him. Nah, at all. You ain't lowering no boxes with them shits. You ain't getting them away from Al Heyman with them jumps. You did. You better take them jumps, man, and take them shits back to the liquor store. Because, dog, you gonna have to dig deep. That's what I mean. And Dana is against it. But if he can buy out certain things, and take over, the first thing happening with these fighters is the pay getting cut. They taking a pay cut. Man, and dog, but I don't see it happening, man. This is all, they ain't got that type juice, man. They ain't got that type juice, man. Nah, man. Man, the mob will get Dana. Man, they shut Dana. Boxing fans will shut it down. You dig? And that's another thing. You have to win the support of boxing fans. Man, it'll just take, man, the institutions of boxing are too deep, bruh. Coach Kennedy, this is Wild this week to show why he is the king of the heavyweight division all day. We will be pumping up Wilder videos this week, man. That's one of the things I look forward to going down. This is fight week for Wilder and Ortiz too. Going down. You know what I'm saying? We about to witness the most strongest right hand in boxing. Let me say that one more time. The strongest right hand in boxing. Do I have anybody that want to dispute that? Okay, we're moving right along. So the fight is going down this particular weekend. Can't wait to see my man back in action, man. Hopefully he gets through this unscathed. If he can make it through, Luis Ortiz looking chiseled. Luis Ortiz look like he putting that work in the gym. Bro, he looking in the best shape of his life. That strength and conditioning coach got Luis Ortiz in the best shape of his life, at least appearance-wise. I don't remember Luis looking like this in a minute. Got him up off the couch, got him working hard. You know what I'm saying? Wilder better be. This is a certified threat. You know what I'm saying? Certified threat. But it's going down, man. Risk, I think, knockout without a doubt is going to happen in this fight. You dig? I got Wilder by KO, man. I think Wilder KO, but I think it's still going to be a close, nail-biting type fight. I don't count Luis Ortiz out. To catch Wilder with a big shot, big left hand, it's very possible. People can talk all the shit all they want. It's possible. It's a certified threat. Wilder ain't ducking no smoke, man. I mean, and if he goes in there and puts more separation with look like a more fined up, tuned up Luis Ortiz, it's still gonna speak volumes. And let everybody know, okay, the first one he got me wrong, this is what happened, but the second one shut it down. It's just like what Andre Ward did with Sergey Kovalev, created that separation. And that's what Wilder going in for this weekend, man. It's going down. You hear me? Can't wait. Ronnie Boy Fresh say Wilder in 4 rounds all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. Edward Stevens says, still one-dimensional Charlo. Nothing has changed. He got the last cat out of there in 3 rounds, so we didn't get a good read. Plus, he was a bum. We'll see. Charlo still talking the same. Like I say, still sound the same. Still barking the same. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll definitely see. We definitely see. P. Newell says King Kong all day. Ronnie Boy Fresh, A Slim, Ortiz 51 years old, man. Cut it out. Oh, hey, you better put that TUE in and stop bullshitting, Mo. I know he got that blood pressure medicine in there. You better got it in there and stop playing, man. Man, look, TUE Louis. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna start calling my man Ortiz, man. He better got that TUE in there, bro. But he looking good, man. He looking like he putting the work in, man. We'll see strategy-wise if it's gonna play out. I think it's like I say, I don't think these two cheaters changing their spots, man. Same strategy as the first fight, same cosmetics as the first fight. I think you'll get Wilder patient early, looking for opportunities to get on the to get that right hand off, to line himself up properly, trying to be cautious, trying to stay out of the way of the counter punching Luis Ortiz. But the thing is, man, Wilder got to be, because the way Luis Ortiz looking, man, he looking like He-Man going into this joint. He get counted flush, bro. It's gonna be something, man. It's gonna be something to see if Wilder gonna eat it. I'm telling y'all, man, this is gonna be a good fight, man. We're gonna break it down, man, and further vids coming out this week. I don't want to get too much right now, man. We got a lot to talk about involving this, including future fights and repercussions afterwards, man. Fury better get ready. Muhammad told him, man, did you hear Tank's trainer saying that Lomachenko has holes in his gas tank? Does that mean they're considering facing Loma? Hold up. Tank's trainer saying that Lomachenko got hope. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe that's what they waiting on, Mo. You already know that. That's the only reason. That's what exactly they sit back waiting on. They trying to make sure Loma look bad, look old, look slow down, man. Took some punishment. You know what I mean? Do a Canelo on him if possible. Oh, you don't know how many fighters behind the scenes admires exactly what Canelo did to Kovalev. Like, damn, he caught him, man. That was a good move. We made that bag off him and all that. Damn, caught him 2 months out the ring, got that belt off him, smart move. Bro, a lot of fighters would have taken that route. And Tank, man, if they get Loma looking slow in the fight, if he come out of this Teofimo Lopez, Richard Comey situation not looking good, bro, trust and believe, man, they're going to be stepping to him. You know what I'm saying? They definitely, if he takes some punishment out of this whole situation once it plays out, man, I wouldn't deny they would step to him. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how bad he looks. And that's a sad thing to say. Never. That's sad in 2019. We talking about how a fighter got to look bad for you to get in the ring. Back in the day, you had to look like the greatest thing in the world, man. Fighter be dying to get in the ring with you. Damn, how things have changed. Times is changing. You know what I'm saying? Tank won't fight shit. Can't even make weight. He should only be fighting elite by now. Yeah. Everybody got excuses for Tank, though, bro. Everybody got excuses for Tank. Look, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. This supposed to have been a quick chat, man. Appreciate the fan, Monty Brown TV, coming through, showing some love, man. Chopping it up with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out, man. He got an interview coming up. I think Devin Alexander. I think it is Monty. Devin Alexander going down tomorrow night. So go check him out for that, man. Yeah, man. This was supposed to have been a quick chat. This PBC belt, bad news, fight fans. I'm trying to. Somebody look, maybe when the video is over, put it in the comment section. Give me some upside as to why it would be a good idea to put a PBC belt in boxing, a brand, an actual corporation that has an interest in trying to devour a market and have bottom lines to care about. See, that's another thing. When you think business, you got to think though, when you're talking about establishing and putting a business on a belt, these businesses' only interest is the bottom line. The bottom line, it needs to make money for them and easy. You don't need that involving belts in boxing. It's a no-go. Nobody can give me a plus or a reason why this should happen. If you do, put it in the comment section. I mean, I'll debate about it. We can debate about it when I get back up on it. You did. But this week, Wilder, Ortiz going down. We got a lot to talk about. Catch y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all stay blessed out there. Stay stressed and sucker free out there. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be cool. We're going to have We Talking Boxing going on Wednesday. See y'all again Wednesday and Saturday, like every Wednesday and Saturday, like we always do. And yeah, man, y'all be cool out there. Until the next one, man. Peace out.